Hey YouTube, it's Jamie Nice here with another video, and I'm going to be doing a review of SummerSlam 2008, and yeah, I'm just going to be doing it by my computer, since it's dark outside and it's not going to be really much any more light, and here since that light sucks. And yeah, we got Maria on the cover looking hot, driving the Sea-Doo thing, a jet ski with Divas on the front. Got Taker, Batista, Cena, Triple H, the biggest blockbuster of the summer. There's the side. It's the biggest blockbuster of the summer. All three world championships are at stake. Undertaker takes on Edge in the demonic Hell in a Cell match, and fan favorites John Cena and Batista battle for the first time ever. All of these matches and more when Raw, SmackDown, and ECW present SummerSlam. And yeah, let me open it up. There's the disc, just cover, except the cover doesn't have that background exploding or whatever. And I guess this is the explosion part, but before they had the DVDs coming with these to win a collection thing, but they were separate. But on this one, it's on the back side of the match listing. But yeah, I'll talk about the match listings. First was Jeff Hardy versus Montel Montavious Porter, and I'm gonna go ahead and say not really a good match. Don't really like MVP that much. Don't really think that he's that good of a wrestler. But yeah, in the middle of the match, Shelton Benjamin came down the ramp. Then Jeff Hardy took him out, and then got back in the ring and missed a swanton bomb, and then MVP kicked Jeff Hardy in the head, and then pinned him in that match, and it was for about 10 minutes. Not that good. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Good, but not great. There's Edge, CM Punk, MVP, and Shawn Michaels. I forgot to say. The next match, winner takes all, Divas Championship, and Intercontinental Championship match. Kofi Kingston and Mickie James versus Beth Phoenix and Santino Marella, and Santino Marella threw Kofi Kingston over the top rope, and then Mickie James hit a tornado DDT on him, and then Beth Phoenix comes in and hits the Glam Slam, and picks up the win, and Santino wins the Intercontinental, and Beth wins the Divas Championship, and that was about 6 minutes. Not very good. Overall, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. And then next was Matt Hardy versus Mark Henry for the ECW Championship match. And he like in the match, it was about to start. It went for about 30 seconds, and Tony Atlas pulled Matt Hardy's feet, and the ref saw it, and he started punching on Matt, and then Jeff Hardy came out, and yeah, helped fight off, and then they did a double suplex on Mark Henry, and Jeff Hardy did a swanton on Tony Atlas, and not very good. Can't even really rate it, but it was only 30 seconds, and then he got disqualified. And since he was for the title, and he got disqualified. He didn't lose it. Overall, I'll give it a 2 out of 10. And then next, I forgot to say, between the Glamorella match and versus Kofi Kingston and Mickie James and the Matt Hardy and Mark Henry thing, Shawn Michaels came out with his wife and said that he was going to retire. And then Chris Jericho came out and pretty much said that Jericho, or he said they were just going back and forth, and then Jericho was going to went to punch Shawn Michaels, and then Shawn Michaels ducked and he punched his wife Rebecca in the face, and then Shawn Michaels freaked out, and he went on to not retire and have a feud with Chris Jericho. But then next was the first of the 4 main events. There was CM Punk versus JBL, and CM Punk ended up getting hitting a go to sleep and retaining the title after the pinfall. The match would last about 12 minutes, and good match. Give it a 7.5 out of 10. And then next, Triple H versus Great Khali. Not very good at all. Great Khali is a poopy wrestler. He is a very poopy wrestler. And after 3 attempts with the pedigree, he finally hit one, and Khali flipped him over, and then he broke out of it, and then the third one he couldn't break out or whatever, and he he finally hit the pedigree and retained the title. And I'll give it a 5.5. Khali is just a poopy wrestler. He is just a poopy wrestler. The next was an awesome match. Batista versus John Cena. 2 guys that never really faced, that were the big baby faces of their brand back in 05 and 06. And even 07, I think it was. Until 08, when Batista got drafted to Raw. And Batista and John Cena were the big baby faces, and then Batista, I'm guessing, turned heel because John Cena's never really a heel. Went back and forth. John Cena tried to do the leg drop off the top rope onto Batista's neck or head and slam him into the mat, sort of like a famouser from the top rope. But Batista countered it and did a Batista bomb, and that broke John Cena's neck. Batista, he got a 2 count, but then he did another one, and then Batista got the pinfall. Overall, 9 out of 10, really good match. And then the next match was the last match of the main event of the show, the Hell in a Cell match. There was lots of weapons in this one. It was pretty much a TLC inside of a cell. They had tables, ladders, chairs, and then this wasn't even for the 2 last matches weren't even for a title. It was just because it was a good feud, and crap, I don't even remember what the finish was. He did the tombstone and got the pinfall. Undertaker did, and but then after that he left, and then he saw Edge move a little bit on the Titantron, and then he came back in and choke slammed him off a ladder through the middle of the ring, and it busted through the ring, and then fire shot out, and Jim Ross said the Edge had been sent to hell, and that was an awesome match, 10 out of 10. Overall, I'm going to give this pay-per-view a 7.5 out of 10. Not the last two matches are pretty much the only matches that you need to see, and the rest of the matches were just stuff that you don't really need to watch it. It wasn't anything too special besides the last two matches. But yeah, that's my review for SummerSlam 2008, and that's about it. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.